from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Well, this is like going into a dance competition with two lead dancers here. Who does the hello? Who does the date?
Go ahead.
And we're both itching beers that we're not used to.
You know what I think we need, though? Welcome to the Bro Show. We need some, like, intro music.
We do.
And some smoke, and then might come out from the side.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
It's very WWE. Good morning, everybody. It is Friday, November 17th. It is the continuation of the Bro Show today. And for the first time in my career at KSAT, which will be 25 years in January, I'm co-anchoring a show with the
which means it's my first time, too.
Yeah, it is. We agreed that it is. Yes. So this is obviously a different kind of show than a lot of other shows, and
definitely so.
And we're going to begin with our talker here.
Marriage proposals at arenas around the NBA. We've seen several at the Spurs, and so there's I guess somebody did a story
there's always a survey
research
or a
survey. Yeah, there's always something going on about the best arenas to do marriage proposals and some of the worst arenas to do marriage proposals. They say the Spurs is one of the worst, which I totally disagree with that, but it costs you $404.47. I don't know where the 47 cents comes from.
I don't either.
To do a proposal. What did you say, Justin?
That is very specific.
It's very specific.
To do a marriage proposal at a Spurs game.
Right. So this company called Betway analyzed stadium data to find out what they charge for a scoreboard message and combine the cost data based on what you will need for that special day. So the Spurs ranked 22nd overall. That's 404.47 if fans were thinking of popping the question at the newly named Frost Bank Center.
Here's why that's not good. Here's why that's wrong.
Okay.
Because they didn't include the fact that the Coyote more than likely will show up for that proposal.
Okay, so that's a side benefit, right?
Yeah.
We
so
call that
what other arena on this list lets the Coyote?
Okay, so
part of the proposal.
All right, Spurs fans. So it's 404 to pop the question here. The cheapest one is up in Oklahoma City.
No surprise, $323.77.
Yeah, and then the most expensive. Is this a surprise to you at all? The most expensive proposal in the NBA?
Golden State.
Yeah.
Not really. I mean, it is in California where everything's 3 or 4 times as much as the rest of the country, except the East Coast.
That's true. So to pop the question at a Warriors facility, it's $963.70. Top
what do you
five.
Get for that?
I don't know.
You get 18,000 people watching.
Oh yeah.
And you get your proposal on the video board that's live, and if you want to pay another $250, then you get a sizable message projected on the big screen.
Check out the graphic, Dave. So Alex, our producer, wrote, the party poopers are the Mavs.
Well, I can understand that. Yeah.
Spurs, Pelicans, Hawks, Magic, T-Wolves, Hornets. Don't allow scoreboard announcement. Oh,
they don't let you use the jumbotron?
Is it because it's? She says you can't put a special message up. Is it because it's sponsored, Alex? Oh, arena policy. Okay. All right. Well, starting Monday, we're going to have Alex out here for part of this.
But how about the Charlotte Hornets? They don't let anything.
Yeah.
You can just do it at your seat.
Bunch of fun killers. But that's where I'm going for Christmas.
The Frost Bank Center, you can't put any messages up there, but they'll show it, right? Are they used to?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why the Coyote gets so much
Justin,
love.
If you could go back in time, would you propose to Lauren in an NBA venue for $404.47?
The correct answer to that is yes, I would. Of course,
smart man.
Yes.
In case she watches this later.
But fellas, let me say this: if you're going to propose at an NBA arena, make for sure you know what the answer is going to be, because everyone's watching.
Oh, we've seen some guys. Oh, yeah. Some guys get turned down.
Yeah,
and that's not embarrassing in front of 18.
That's not so fun. Anyway, all right, we're being told to move on. We'll move on to weather here and talk about the fog. Still there, still sitting across San Antonio. A lot like yesterday where we had the fog roll in, although I think the difference today is you're going to see the fog go away a little bit quicker. Sun pops out a little bit faster today, which will get us into the upper 70s. Right now, 59. Visibility is down about a mile in San Antonio, 59 in New Braunfels, Seguin, Bernie. Visibility is a little bit better there, but temperatures are still in the 50s. Here's a look at the map with the visibilities. In New Braunfels, again, Castroville, Port SA. Nothing that's too bad. I don't think this is going to cause a lot of traffic issues, but just, kind of foggy in spots. Uvalde is the lowest visibility we're seeing there, down to about half a mile. As I said, this should start to clear out midday, and then we'll make our way up to the upper 70s this afternoon. But a lot going on in the forecast. Couple fronts, a little bit of a rain chance, gusty winds, and a few changes to next week's forecast. We'll look at that for you here in just a couple minutes.
All right, Justin, thank you very much, sir.
Here's today's 9 at 9.
Israel now claims its troops have found a tunnel shaft used by Hamas beneath Gaza's largest hospital and evidence that militants were using the complex as a stronghold. That development comes as concern grows about the release of Israelis Hamas is holding captive after one hostage was found dead. Hopes for imminent hostage release are apparently less likely, though, with Israel and Hamas at odds over how many hostages would be free.
It is the last day of the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit in San Francisco. Today, President Biden is set to discuss migration with the president of Mexico. APEC's main focus, economics, and that affects Americans' wallets. Biden's meeting with Chinese President Xi Jinping Wednesday highlighted the country's economic ties.
The federal government will remain open. President Biden has signed a stopgap funding bill. It's a result of intense bargaining and voting in the House and Senate. The bill provides tiered funding through January 19th and February 2nd. That means without a deal, the shutdown clock will resume in the new year.
Good news for home buyers. Mortgage rates down for the third straight week. The 30-year fixed-rate mortgage fell to an average of 7.4%. That's down from 7.5% the week before. Applications to purchase a home also increased to its highest level in 5 weeks.
The federal government says its efforts to make it easier to get student debt discharged through bankruptcy court are working. Of the 632 cases filed from November of last year to September of this year, 99% of them received full or partial discharges. A federal guidance was issued last year to try to make it easier to prove undue hardship by creating a streamlined process.
Flu on the rise, just as folks are getting together for the Thanksgiving holiday. Weekly data from the CDC shows that seasonal influenza cases are up 3% this week, especially in the south and west regions of the U.S. Flu-like activity notably high in New Mexico, Florida, Alaska, and Puerto Rico. COVID-19 cases and hospitalizations are down, though.
United Auto Workers have approved a new contract with General Motors, the first Detroit car maker to get a ratified deal. The final count was closer than expected. The agreement passed by just over 3,400 votes, nearly 55% in favor. Voting continues at Ford through early tomorrow and through Tuesday for Stellantis. The ratification process ends 6 weeks of targeted strikes against the big three automakers.
In the market for a Hyundai? Buy it on Amazon. Beginning next year, customers can outfit and buy a car at Amazon.com. Then a scheduled delivery through a local Hyundai dealer will take place. The new agreement between the two companies also lets buyers of new Hyundai vehicles in 2025 access Amazon's Alexa from their cars.
Texting between iPhones and Androids will get easier starting next year. Apple plans to adopt RCS technology, which is considered an industry standard. Users will be able to exchange photos and videos, chat over Wi-Fi or cellular data, and know when messages are read. The company says it will work alongside iMessage and offer better interoperability. And that's today's 9 at 9.
A city program helping preserve homes is closing applications pretty soon, and hundreds of people have already applied. Tiffany Huerta shares the story of one local family who says they are now living in a healthier and safer environment thanks to the program.
Ruth Payne says many memories were made in this neighborhood.
I've been here all my life.
Not only did she grow up here, but she raised her daughter here too.
I went to high school here, to Southwest. My daughter grew up, went to Indian Creek, went to Scobie Junior High, graduated from Southwest High School.
While some things haven't changed, her childhood home has.
My home was demolished.
A new home was built for Ruth and her family at no cost. She was chosen for San Antonio's home rehabilitation program and received a forgivable loan. Her old home had several issues.
I had no plumbing at all whatsoever. Electrical faults, foundation, repair, structural. I mean, I'm talking about everything. My house was completely on the ground, not safe at all, because the house would have could have collapsed at any time.
Veronica Garcia, director of the Neighborhood and Housing Services Department, says they have funding to help about 600 people a year.
We're looking for families who are low to moderate income, making less than $65,000 a year.
What are families dealing with right now?
Yes, many families have owned their homes for generations, and some people just do not have the funding set aside to go ahead and make the major repairs that owning a home for a long period of time.
The program will help with minor repairs like replacing water heaters or windows to major repairs like fixing the foundation of a home.
All of our rehabilitation projects come with a 1-year warranty, so if there is an issue that comes up within that year after the work is done, we can bring the contractor back, take a look at the issue, and make those repairs quickly.
Applications will be accepted until this coming Monday.
When you look at your home right now, how do you feel?
I feel truly blessed. I'm very grateful and appreciate, the city of San Antonio for all that they've done for me and my family. It's created a new chapter for us, and we're living in a safe environment now.
Tiffany Huertas, KSAT 12 News.
9:09. If you're heading to the airport this weekend, quite a few of us are. Plan ahead. San Antonio International Airport says traffic will start picking up today through the Sunday after Thanksgiving. It's a busy stretch. KSAT's Daniela Ibarra takes us out to our airport to give us some tips on how to make the trip go more smoothly.
Figuring out how to get to the airport is one of the biggest travel headaches.
So we're expecting a lot of travelers. We're expecting a lot of parking operations to continue. So we have a clear message for our travelers. It's plan ahead.
Ryan Rocha with the San Antonio Airport says you need to get there 2 hours before your boarding time. There's a lot of different options, like being dropped off by family, friends, or a rideshare. The San Antonio Airport expects lots of people to drive themselves.
This is the red lot. It's one of the airport's economy overflow lots. While it's empty now, in just a couple of days, the airport expects this place to be packed. Now, once you park your car and pay $10 a day, all you need to do is wait for a shuttle to get you to the actual airport. And this is where the shuttle either picks you up or drops you off. It's right outside the gate for Terminal B.
And if you want something a little closer, you can also use the valet service. It's $33 a day and can be booked online.
You fill out this form. It has your name, phone number, email, when you're leaving, what time you're leaving, when you're coming back.
The airport says by planning ahead, your trip from the car here to the gate will be way less stressful. Reporting for GMSA, I'm Daniela Ibarra.
Did she catch a flight?
I don't know. Is she here?
It looked like it.
She already just did the stories and see y'all.
Bye, Daniela. Have a good holiday. 9:10 right now, 59 degrees.
I think I found my retirement job, though. One of them. Be the driver for the parking over there.
The shuttles?
The shuttles, yeah. When you come back and look at some events going on this weekend and your forecast, looks good.
This is interesting. This weekend is San Antonio's first ever gun buyback events. Gun owners will have the option of turning in any unwanted firearms in exchange for H-E-B gift cards Sunday from noon to 5 at the Alamo Dome. This will take place in Lot B. You can exchange up to 20 unloaded weapons at this drive-through event. San Antonio Police Chief William McManus says officers will check each firearm's serial numbers on site and will need to talk to anyone who brings in a stolen gun or one with a destroyed serial number. Otherwise, everything will be anonymous. The gift card amounts will depend on the type of gun. To see that information just for this story on KSAT.com.
Should be a pretty nice weekend if you're looking to do something a little festive this weekend. Lightscape is kicking off today. It's taking place over at the Botanical Garden. The show is back for the third year in a row. Even more expertly designed light displays this year. The show is going to include life-size cowboy nutcrackers, a field of brightly lit bluebonnets, LED tunnels, a lot more. Also, for the first time, Lightscape will host 6 value nights when tickets are discounted. We've got that information for you on our website.
Also going on this weekend, the 44th annual San Antonio Christmas Showcase over at Freeman Coliseum Expo Hall. There'll be over 400 craft shops, small businesses, and decorations experts for guests to see. It's a great chance to get into the holiday spirit, maybe get some unique Christmas gifts. This will be Saturday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Sunday from 10 to 5. Tickets are $10 at the door for everyone 17 and older. Kids are free.
Outside with live cam, A little foggy this morning. A little foggy still, looks like. Unless the camera's messed up.
It looks better than yesterday.
Well, yesterday we couldn't even see that.
No, it is better.
Okay.
It's better. And we're going to see a pretty nice afternoon, but we got a lot to talk about in the weather.
Stop. This is just a weird picture right here. You're thinking the same thing, aren't you?
Don't let me hang it. Come on.
No, I'm sorry.
Here we go.
There it is.
Nice.
This is strange.
It's just like,
we're having fun this morning.
Last time we let those three guys do the show.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So
let's go outside and take a look at the time lapse here. You can see the fog that rolled in. We said it was pretty thick yesterday. Again, not as thick this morning. We've got 60 degrees at the airport, 59 New Braunfels. In Seguin, 58, Bernie, 57, Kerrville's at 60. And visibilities in general are coming up, so we're doing a little bit better here. And I think you'll continue to see these numbers rise. Randolph's one of the lower ones. Castroville down to about 1.25 miles there. And then out towards Uvalde, the fog has been fairly thick, about 0.5 mile. But we're starting to see some breaks in the fog and in the clouds for that matter. So I expect more sun today. We'll see those temperatures make their way up to 67 by noontime. And then 78 is our forecast high, mostly sunny, with light winds for the most part until our front tries to come in tonight. Yes, we do have a weak frontal boundary that heads our way. That will bring about a few changes over the weekend. But 70 at 8 o'clock, 68, 9 p.m., and winds will pick up a little bit out of the north and west. That front I'm talking about is actually up here. You can't really see it so much with the temperatures, but you can see it with the dew points. Drier air behind this boundary. And this should arrive to our neck of the woods by this evening. What does that mean for your weekend? Well, 78 degrees today and mostly sunny. On Saturday, we'll go with 68 and mostly cloudy. So that's kind of the change. Clouds will help to keep temperatures down a little bit on your Saturday, but no rain with this front. Then as we go down the line, we got a warm day on Monday before our next front comes through, and this drops temperatures back down into the 60s Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for Thanksgiving, even into Friday. So most of next week will be fairly cool. And as we look at the futurecast here and kind of plan it all out for you, this is Saturday morning and clouds build in, and then we get our next front on Monday. I think there is a small window for some rain on Monday afternoon, maybe a storm too. But if we see anything, it's going to be moving along really quickly. And honestly, the odds of seeing rain are low, 20%. That front comes through. It turns windy on Tuesday, windy and cooler. And then we get nice weather Wednesday and Thursday. Now, the one change here is the models are trying to indicate we could get a little moisture surging back in late on Thursday, which means we could see a little bit more cloud cover late on Thanksgiving. And then maybe some showers on Friday, which, of course, is a big shopping day. Be aware that it could be a little bit damp. We'll keep an eye on it. We're still a week away from that, so it could change a little bit, but that's the idea right now. Let's look at the Turkey Day forecast. Why are you laughing?
The turkey has got a funny look.
Looks like one of those turkeys you make in school. Listen, I worked hard on this. 42 at 7 o'clock, 53 at 10 a.m., 60 at noontime, 65 at 4 p.m. Again, maybe we'll see some increasing clouds late in the day on Thanksgiving. This is the idea right now. Again, these numbers may change a little bit, but that's the general thinking. 68 Saturday, 70 on Sunday.
What is that turkey doing? He's the wave. Okay.
He's stretching his back.
It's natural to question things.
I'm going to get some construction paper and see if we can make a turkey that look like that one.
There's a science with Sarah. 9:20, 59 degrees.
When we come back, Corps reporter Eric Hernandez is going to be joining us to talk about a 2020 special that's airing tonight right here on ABC.
A case we covered extensively in 2018, a serial killer in Laredo that ended up being a Border Patrol agent. Later, the trial was moved right here in San Antonio, and we live streamed it gavel to gavel.
Now, the story is the focus of a 2020 episode. It airs tonight right here on KSAT 12 and ABC, and it's going to feature one of our very own, Erica Hernandez, and she's now joining us live to talk about this episode and this whole event.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Nationwide attention on this thing.
So, So, Erica, when did you do your interview?
So I was flown up to New York in July this past summer. So initially we thought this was going to air in September, but because of the writer's strike, 2020 had to do a lot of shifting on their scheduling. So now we're here where it's going to air tonight.
So talk a little bit about what we're going to see tonight in the episode.
So John Quinones, who is from also San Antonio and ABC, is the host of this. He is taking us into Laredo to look. Obviously, 4 women were killed in 2018 viciously. And so he goes to these areas. He talks to the investigators on the case and to the families of the victims. But I think the real big focus on this one is that we also are going to hear from the woman that got away, the one that kind of broke this case, which she has never been spoken to. She's never done an interview like this before. So that will be really interesting to see. We heard her in trial. She was the first witness to take the stand. And obviously she has flaws. She is a recovering drug addict. She was a sex worker at one point in her life, but she is now trying to better herself, and she is the hero in all of this.
We've got a trailer that we want to show you of this episode. Let's all take a look.
Please, stop right there. Turn around. Stop. Stop. Hey.
It was along this dusty road that a rancher found a woman's body face down.
It seemed like an actual execution.
What kind of person would do this?
A monster.
I told the chief, you need to find him because there's going to be more.
We got another body, a female in the grass.
We may have a serial killer on our hands.
Now, Friday night, 2020 takes you inside a killing spree.
Everybody was scared that you were showing up to Laredo. Something was wrong and bodies were being found all over the place.
There's a body underneath the bridge.
I think my whole neighborhood heard me scream.
The chase to catch a killer.
It's a real-life thriller playing out on surveillance tape and police cams.
There's a turning point in this story that's very dramatic.
Who is this serial killer?
It was just mind-boggling.
It was shocking.
Just despicable.
And the mistake that made it all come crumbling down.
Help me, help me.
The one that got out. The 2020 true crime event.
It sounds like something out of a movie.
David Muir, Deborah Roberts, the all-new 2020, Friday night at 9/8 Central on ABC.
Looks good.
Wow, it just takes you right into it.
It really does. And
Wow.
is it weird? I mean, we're used to interviewing people. Was it weird?
Oh yeah,
being
it was
the interview subject.
Oh yeah, it was weird. I remember sitting there because obviously their setup is huge. We're in New York City,
right.
And there's somebody like touching you up. I was like, I do my own makeup. I don't know what you're doing to me. And it was definitely an interesting. I will say it is definitely one of the most interesting things I've done in my career, being on that other side. But the entire crew was amazing, and they do amazing work. Obviously, you're seeing it there, and I'm really excited on how they put this together. They reached out probably to me, I want to say last spring, saying that they were interested in doing this for 2020. If I had contacts, if I could help them in any way. Obviously, like we did cover this extensively when it happened, when the trial was here. We did an open court special on it before the trial started. So we had a hand in helping put this together, and I'm really proud to say that.
Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it.
Also,
I haven't seen the full thing, no.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you seen your part?
I haven't even seen part, besides the little snippet that they send, that we are seeing there. I haven't seen anything. I do speak later on this afternoon. We're going to speak with John Quinones. We're going to kind of have a conversation about the episode, and we'll talk more about that this afternoon before it does run. But obviously, there's Friday Night Football. There's things going on tonight, but if you miss it, don't worry. It's on Hulu tomorrow. You could still stream it on ABC.
And of course, we are very familiar with John Quinones. Being from San Antonio, he's done a lot of coverage of Uvalde, and he is one of the best reporters of
He
our
was the
time.
perfect person to be sent out there and cover this.
So, yeah.
Can't wait to see more of the collaboration.
Yeah.
Be good stuff. All right, Erica, thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
Good to see you, Erica. Thank you. Right now, 9:28, 60 degrees.
And we're going to come right back with more fun.
A San Antonio Mexican restaurant with a history of high scores recently took a hit because of problems with roaches.
The pest problem forced the health department to suspend their license.
Tim Gerber stopped by this week to find out what's going on behind their kitchen door. Taquitos El Dorado, located in the 3400 block of Pleasanton Road, earned a 76 on their recent health inspection, which also led to them being shut down. The score was a drop-off from the 88 they had in June and the 91 they earned in March of this year.
the inspector suspending their license due to a significant roach infestation. The inspector noting several dead pests and live roaches were found inside the business. They were hiding in holes in the walls, below prep tables, the dishwashing area, and beyond. They were told to hire pest control, patch up all the holes, and do a thorough cleaning of the place. In addition to the bugs, they also had tomatillos with mold-like spores, cooked rice was being stored in a t-shirt bag, and slices of cheese were stored right on top of raw beef. I stopped by this week to see if they've made any improvements. A worker telling me they had to close for about a week to do all the cleaning.
Have you hired pest control? Is that under control now?
Yeah, it's under control. It's pretty. We did deep cleaning. Everything just gone.
The business now hoping to get back to their streak of high scores. Vicky's Mexican restaurant in the 2300 block of Penn Road comes in with a 76. They racked up 15 violations during their inspection, 9 of which were repeats, including plumbing problems. The inspector writing the business has been told repeatedly to leave hot water on at a sink and to make repairs to leaks. They had to throw out food that wasn't cooled properly, a worker was washing dishes without any sanitizer, and the rinse step was skipped. They were storing prepared foods in t-shirt bags, and there were live and dead roaches in the kitchen. They were told to do a thorough cleaning and be ready for a re-inspection. La Michoacana Meat Market in the 1200 block of North Flores earned an 84 on their October inspection. Small living and dead insects were found in bulk food containers storing sugar and powdered cocoa. Those items were tossed out and the containers were cleaned. There were also flies and gnats hanging around the mop sink near the bakery. A worker in the butcher area washed their hands with gloves on, then walked off without drying or changing gloves. They needed to clean up a black substance growing in a cold hold. They were told to prepare for a re-inspection. For Behind the Kitchen Door, Tim Gerber, KSAT 12 News.
Been outside in the last couple hours, David?
Mm-hmm.
How's it feeling out there?
Foggy.
Foggy.
A little humid because of the fog.
A little bit.
Humid.
Humid, cloudy, foggy, all the above. You guys nailed it. We're starting off that way, a little gloomy this morning, but if you want some sun on your Friday, we're going to get it this afternoon. We just got to wait a couple more hours for that to happen. Let me show you the satellite picture. You can kind of get an idea of how this is all playing out. You see the clouds that really aren't moving that much. That's your fog and low cloudiness that stretches from Hondo, Uvalde, Carrizo Springs up to San Antonio. Then on top of that, we've got some high clouds streaming across as well. So the skies won't be perfectly sunny today. But once these low clouds move out of the way, we will see quite a bit of sun. 60 degrees right now, 63 Pleasanton, 59 New Braunfels, 61 in Kerrville. A little closer look there at Bexar County. And in fact, down around Stinson, looks like the sun is trying to pop out, 59 there. 60 in Castroville, 59 right now in Bandera. Here's a look at the pollen count today. Molds are low, pigweed is low. Good way to finish out the week. We had some high mold counts to start the week. Now we're seeing some pretty low counts. Weak front moves in this evening, so 78 today, it's warm, but by tomorrow, more clouds, cooler, 68 on your Saturday. So there's a bit of a change there, and we've got more changes ahead for Thanksgiving week. Another look at that detailed forecast for you here in just a couple minutes.
Thank you, sir. The holiday shopping season is about to kick into high gear next week, so we wanted to bring back our Consumer Reports expert, Samantha Gordon, to talk to us about what we could be seeing this shopping season. And there she is. Good morning, Samantha.
Good morning. How you doing?
Oh, we're doing great. We're a week away from shopping mayhem. So what can shoppers expect like next Friday for Black Friday and the following Monday for Cyber Monday? What should we look for?
So we've already seen a lot of deals coming around for Black Friday. We're seeing those prices already, so you can start your shopping now. You don't have to wait for the weekend, but you will see the bulk of those deals will be available starting on Friday.
All right, so a week away from Black Friday. What should shoppers do to prepare for the big rush?
So it's really important to research what you're going to buy ahead of time. Make sure you know what you're looking for so that you can make those purchases without having to spend too much time researching on the day. You can also find all of the same deals online that you're going to see in stores. There aren't really that many blockbuster, doorbuster deals in stores that are not available online as well. So wherever you're more comfortable shopping, you'll get the same prices, which is really great.
How do you recommend that we compare the differences and get them done kind of quick so we can make that purchase if we need to?
Definitely, especially if you're shopping in stores, make sure you have your phone with you. There are apps that can help you with that. The Consumer Reports website, we list all of the different retailers where a product is available so that you can see those prices at a glance. There are also tools like Google Shopping, Shopkick, Shop Savvy that allow you to compare prices right in stores. And if you're at home, all of those same tools will be really helpful as well.
All right, Samantha, last question. Then I have a surprise question because we love to keep you on your toes here. TV is always a big ticket item during the holidays. Do you have any TV specific advice? And then I have our bonus question.
Absolutely. So TVs go on their best price on Black Friday itself. That's when we expect the lowest prices on all sorts of models. You can also look for derivative models this time of year that are very similar to the standard models, but they might have a few less features, like fewer HDMI ports. So you can save a couple $100 by buying those models instead of the regular ones. So look out for that.
All right. Look out, Samantha. Here, this is from your article. It says here, if you're using credit cards when you shop this year, one benefit is that many cards will double the manufacturer's warranty. I didn't know that.
Wow.
I didn't know that either, and I wrote that article.
All right.
That definitely, you'd have to make sure, check with your credit card. It's not going to be the same for every single one. Everybody's got their own different policies, and policies do tend to change around this time of year. We see the same thing with retailer policies around shipping and return windows as well.
There's something else in there that talks about price matching, and that sometimes major retailers suspend price matching during the bigger holiday shopping periods like the one that's about to kick in. Do people still price match at all, Samantha, to your knowledge?
They absolutely do. It's something that you kind of have to look for and reach out to customer service about, especially if you're shopping online. You can reach out to customer service afterwards, after you make a purchase sometimes. So say you're shopping at Target, I know that they do this, and you buy something and the next day you see that it goes on sale. As long as you have your receipt, you can contact customer service and they'll actually refund you that difference. So you can save money even after you've made a purchase.
All right, I'm done trying to stop.
I got one.
Oh,
you
do have a good
article. One. How do you keep your spouses from spending all your money? What do you do?
That is a personal question that I do not have an answer for.
No expert answer for that?
It's called the Fifth Amendment for a reason, Samantha.
No hit? What do you do? How do you keep them out of the store? Keep them offline? Wow. Okay.
I wish there was a way, especially if you share an Amazon account. You have to be really careful if you're making those purchases.
All right, Samantha Gordon from Consumer Reports. Have a good holiday season. Maybe we'll talk to you between now and Christmas, okay?
Absolutely.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for the help, Samantha. Okay.
She's like, I am so done with you guys. Not the only one. 9:39, 61 degrees. You're watching GMSA at 9. Now head over to the zoo, David Sears.
We got to go to the zoo?
Yeah.
I thought this was the zoo.
It is.
We're just an extension.
Everybody just are they line dancing?
What are they doing? Where are they going?
Everybody shift to the right.
They're gone. What happened to them? Somebody's scared. Oh, here they come. Now they're coming back. Like, we don't want to go there. We'll go this way.
What is happening?
When's the last time you saw a flamingo fly? We don't normally see that. Something's going on at the zoo.
All right, speaking of the zoo, zoo lights kick off this weekend. There'll be Christmas lights and displays all over the grounds. It's free with your standard admission or your zoo membership. We'll be right back with weather and sports, we promise. 9:43, welcome back. Beard grooming tips are next.
Really?
No, they're not. Oh. Yeah. Good to have you guys in. We're going to talk to RJ coming up here too, so.
Grooming tips.
Beard grooming tips.
Beard grooming tips?
Yeah. How are we looking for the weekend?
Looks good.
In air.
Yeah. By the way, everyone's beard looks great. We're still.
Oh, you can talk about that real quick if you want to. No Shave November.
No Shave. It's still going on. We're raising good money. We've got some good numbers. You guys are really raking it in. Good stuff. We appreciate it as always. Thank you. Big thank you. And yes, these beards will be with us for a while longer. Just adds up. Okay, now we'll talk forecast here. And yes, it is cooling down a little bit across the Panhandle. 43 in Amarillo, 50 in Lubbock. That is a bit of cool down with a cold front that is working in our direction. We'll be here by tonight. I wouldn't worry too much about it, though. It's not going to bring us that kind of weather. We'll see temperatures dip a little bit tonight into tomorrow, but honestly, you won't notice it that much. 78 degrees today is our forecast high, 76 in Fair Oaks Ranch. Some places may make it up close to 80 before we get that little bit of a cool down. Tomorrow, 68 is what we're forecasting behind the front. A little more cloudy tomorrow, and that's going to play a role. 70 on Sunday, 78 Monday, another warm day, and then another cold front comes through, and this cools down as we head into the holiday week. Next week, A lot of temperatures in the 60s there, so not bad weather. 60 right now, still a little bit of fog, although visibility looks much better, and these ceilings are trying to lift. Southwesterly winds at 6 right now. And yeah, these numbers don't look bad. It's just Uvalde now that we're focused on with the low visibility, and that should come up fairly soon, just looking at the satellite picture. So let me show you the big picture here across Texas. A little bit of rain in the Texas Panhandle. Some clouds here and there, but not a lot of travel issues. And if you're hitting the roads today, no issues across Texas. You'll see temperatures in the 70s and 80s, maybe some 60s up around Dallas, but no big problems on the major interstates. But if you're looking at the airports, there are some problems. Denver was reporting quite a delay earlier. It looks like they've caught up. But DFW, a place where there's often delays, we're seeing a delay of about 30 minutes there. So we'll keep you posted throughout the next week or so how these airports. Well, there you go. Just cleared up. So it looks like things are getting better this morning. That's good. Futurecast. Front comes through this evening. We mentioned that no rain with that. Our next front scheduled for Monday. With this front, I do think there's a window for a shower or storm. It's a small window. Rain chances are low, but we do need to mention that a storm is possible Monday evening. Then it turns windy and much cooler as we get into Tuesday, and we showed you next week will be in the 60s for the most part. Now, the one little change we've added to the forecast, Thanksgiving Day, I think it's still pretty nice, but we may start to see some clouds creeping in late in the day, and then maybe a few showers as we head into Friday for shopping, which I know David is just so excited about, as he indicated earlier. There's like the 7-day forecast, 20% chance for rain on Monday, windy on Tuesday, and yes, 66 for Thanksgiving. The turkey is still doing his...
My neck hurts watching that turkey.
Work.
No, right. Same. Justin, thank you.
Yes.
Big UTSA news overnight involving head coach Jeff Traylor, and it's an action-packed weekend on the field and court. RJ joins the team over here with a preview. Good morning, RJ.
Yeah, guys, glad to be a part of the Bro Show today. I like it. We're all wearing blue. That's good.
Yeah.
I like that. Obviously, yeah, let's go ahead and start real quick, guys. We're going to talk about Jeff Traylor, but first of all, we do have high school football action taking place tonight. Round 2 of the playoffs. We're talking about Lavernia taking on Bernie. That's going to be our game of the week. That's the big one that we're looking at. Again, 2 very good teams there, Lavernia, Bernie, both used to be in a district together, but they're meeting tonight at Comalander Stadium.
You can see that game on MeTV tonight at 7 o'clock if you are interested in watching some high school football. A couple of really good teams. They played each other before in the past.
Yeah.
So this is going to be, matter of fact, there's some kids on both teams that have actually played each other. They didn't play each other this year.
Yeah, they know each other. Yeah, for sure.
So it'll be good. All right.
Yeah, here we go. Okay, so the big news overnight, guys, of course, Jeff Traylor reportedly, this is according to Kirk Bowles at the Austin American-Statesman, had a Zoom meeting with Texas A&M Athletic Director Ross Bjork to discuss the position there now available because of Jimbo Fisher's firing. Not a shock, guys, to see Jeff Traylor do this. I tweeted this out yesterday. I think that the timing is not ideal because tonight is senior night. Obviously, want to honor those seniors playing tonight. But the fact is that Jeff Traylor is all about Texas football. He loves Texas football, cherishes Texas football. So why would he not at least do the interview and potentially put his name in the running for this job? I mean, this is a preeminent job, not only in the state, but in the country.
He has to.
Yeah. I mean, it's just...
He has to, unless you want to just stay in San Antonio the rest of your life. You like it here so much. But if you want to take that chance, if you're a competitive guy and you want to, really get to that upper level, then you at least listen to A&M.
Well,
you talk to him.
Yeah. If I was him, I'd do the same thing. It's part of your development. It's part of your journey as a head coach, is it not?
Yeah.
Yes.
And I, for one, and we've had this discussion in the newsroom like for 2 days now, I, for one, would love to see him be considered and even get the job, because we do this coaching carousel every year. It's the same coaches. They go from here, they get fired, walk away with $76 million, and then they go over there and coach and nothing. And let's get some new blood into these big Power 5 conferences. Let's bring in somebody that, has earned his stripes. He's obviously done very well. He's on the verge of a third conference championship.
Third straight conference championship in a new conference.
Let's see what he can do in an upper level.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I would love to see Jeff get this opportunity. I've interviewed him a couple of times. I think he is great. Now, of course, UTSA would hate to lose him, obviously. I mean, he's done such a great job here. But again, his ties to the state of Texas, high school football recruiting with the coaches, I mean, it feels like it would be a cultural good fit there for Jeff Traylor.
It could be going into a very good situation, too, because A&M has some of the top recruiting classes over the last several years. Now, of course, there's going to be some guys that are going to get in the portal. Happens every year. So there may be some guys that leave. But then with his ability to recruit, especially in the state of Texas, he might be able to fill those gaps. And so he's going to go into a pretty good situation. It's not like he's going to a losing football team. Yeah. He's going to a team that's won, just hadn't won enough for A&M standards.
Well, in the meantime, there's business to attend to, and that is football.
That's right, yes. UTSA, of course, senior night tonight, honoring a ton of seniors here. Frank Harris, Rashad Wisdom, Oscar Cardenas, Josh Cephas, Brandon Matterson, and these guys have built this program along with Jeff Traylor. But this game tonight at the Alamo Dome, UTSA looking to stay undefeated in the American Athletic Conference. All right, we are going to move on, guys. We're first for some time here. We're going to talk NFL, actually, is next.
Are you Texas, Iowa State tomorrow night, Texas Tech tomorrow night. And
a lot of college football action.
All right,
NFL
action. Look at this.
Cardinals taking on the Texans. Of course, the Texans now, CJ Stroud, they're on a roll. Cowboys, just don't blow this. I mean, come on now. Take care of business.
The Cardinals have won one game all season, right?
And two now. They won last week, yeah.
And who did they beat? One of the games?
One was the Cowboys.
Wow.
Yeah, we saw that.
Texans are above 500, though.
We also have Spurs action, guys. A couple of back-to-back home games starting tonight against Sacramento. This is one of those NBA in-season tournament games. And look, Spurs, 6 straight losses. Come on now. We need to get this
opportunity. Plus, your good luck charm, Stephanie Cerna, will be at least one of these games, right?
I believe so.
She's going tonight or tomorrow night?
She's going tonight. Okay. That's from what I'm hearing through the grapevine.
Well, that's a win.
Yeah, that should be a win.
They've had a couple of days to practice and work out some of the mistakes, like turning the ball over, maybe work on a little passing, like it's that guy over there that's in your same uniform, pass to him. Maybe that two-handed chest pass, maybe a little work on that.
Real quick, guys, no Devin Vassell tonight. He's going to be out, but then he's likely to play tomorrow. So that's some good news there. They have the back-to-back here. So hopefully, go Spurs, go. We need to get back on a winning track
Go Spurs, go.
Let's do it.
It's some weird times because they got these two games, and next week they got the Clippers twice next week.
I'd love to get both these games this weekend. RJ, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, guys.
9:52, 61 degrees.
All right, one last look at the forecast. We'll be up around 78 today after the fog clears, and then a little cooler this weekend, 68 Saturday, 70 Sunday. Another front on Monday, windy and cooler next week.
Time for a No Shave November update. And if you'd like to donate, scan the QR code or go to ksat.com/no shave. Let's check out the leaderboard at almost 10 o'clock on Friday. Oh, we don't have the graphic. Okay. All right. So Mike Goes Trade still in the lead with $2,225. Max Massey in second. Stephen Cavazos third. I'm in fourth. David's in fifth. Justin's in sixth. And we have more work to do. We just added up our total so far. And we're sitting just over $6,000 for the year so far. So a long way to go, but still plenty of time left in the month of November.
I gotta catch you guys. I gotta get to work here.
575. You're at 675.
675. Yes. So instead of spending so much money on like cyber shopping, go to this website and spend a little money.
I like where this is going. Have a good weekend.
Advice.
Thanks for watching.